I got the opportunity to listen to a in his workout sweats tell us that to prevent dementia, we need to work our leg muscles. You can go find it. It's somewhere on Instagram. That's, if we take the extension from that to our animals, think about these guys, these critters who oftentimes are, cage rest, lock them in a stall. They don't get out and move around like they should. They don't get taken on walks. They live in a small apartment. They are crate trained. I love crate training. Don't get me wrong. Crate training is an amazing way to help some dogs become better citizens in their own homes, so that they realize that they have a safe place. They have a place that is theirs. And when they take ownership of it, they take better care of it. When they don't take ownership of it, they don't take better care of my stuff. Well, that said, horses are on my mind today because, like, probably 80% of the horses that you think of as these beautiful competition, shiny, brushed, saddled, bridled, braided horses live 90% of their lives in a 12 by 12 area. Not really big enough for them to be moving around and using their limbs. This guy said, do your squats, do whatever, do your hiking, because it prevents dementia. Horses get a bad rap for not making good decisions, in part because we have removed their ability to improve cognitive function when we put them in that 12 by 12 box stall. We keep them from getting out, moving around, and learning about their environment. I saw another video the other day that said horses have this amazing ability to, find their way hundreds of miles because they have this fancy, geometric thing in their brain. Well, they don't. We all have it. It's called an amygdala, and cab drivers in New York City have bigger amygdalas than you and I do before GPS. As soon as we gave them GPS, it shrunk because they were no longer having to learn the roads. They weren't having to learn the landmarks. They weren't having to learn the names of things because GPS would tell them. We are all becoming having slightly smaller brains because we are depending a lot on electronics to be able to tell us where to go, what to do, how to think, what to do next. The more and then we become decision fatigued much more quickly than we used to. I will admit that. Decision, turn right or turn left. What does the map say? I don't know, I can't read the map. Well, guys, that's what your horse needs to be able to do. Your horse needs to be able to get out, move around on terrain that's not perfectly groomed and level and padded down and all those things. They need some information to go in through their feet to their brain so that they can learn to live in that environment. True story, we had some contractors here at the house over the last 2 days, and one of them has a daughter who rides a horse. And we explained to that dad that his daughter could be in peril, especially if her horse sits in a stall all the time, because he's losing sensation to his feet. He's losing the ability to make decisions based on how that foot lands on the ground and how those muscles in the legs talk to the brain. We teach animal chiropractic students this all day long. We also teach our horse owners this trick all day long because we want them to have safer rides. We want to save the lives of children who are learning to ride horses. They do great when they're in the ring because the ring is flat and even, and if they stumble, the crash is usually not as big. They can catch themselves. But if they're out on a trail riding on uneven ground and they stumble, Number one, that ground's probably not as forgiving as that arena. And number two, that horse can't catch himself as easily because he's on uneven ground. And all 4 feet are telling that brain where he is in space. And we want that horse to be safe before that child gets on the back of that horse, not afterwards. These are really important pieces of information. And for those of you who are followers who like and subscribe, you've probably seen some of my videos that show exactly how this works. We've got lots of them because we want people who own horses and we want animal chiropractors to know how to save lives. And sometimes it's not just the horse. Sometimes you're saving the life of that child who happily, joyfully gets to get on the back of that horse and ride and do some pretty crazy, funny things like we did when we were kids. That said, if you're a veterinarian or a chiropractor who has yet to add animal chiropractic to your practice and you would like to be able to save lives of those children who go get riding lessons because it's good for them, find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com so that you can improve the lives of your community.